what happens here in game number 3?
Yeah, man. Pretty excited. ESV Cloud Kingdom. Cloud Kingdom is a pretty decent map. I'm thinking that maybe I'm
It's
not sure.
pretty
It's like this
balanced.
is yeah, it's pretty balanced. Like I mean, I would think Protoss in this map have a bit of an advantage definitely
Yeah.
against Terran, but any other race like it's kind of pretty balanced. So yeah, I think there's no true advantage to either player in this map.
No, for sure. I mean, as I was saying, the Protoss definitely gets a little bit of an advantage in that PvT, and I think even PvZ they have a slight advantage, from the statistics at least. But yeah, so here we go. My name is Mr. Llama. Welcome everybody. Game 3 of the Honor Cup number 5 semifinals between Ragnarok, the Red Zerg, spawning up in the top right corner.
And we have the blue Terran, blue star at the bottom left on Cloud Kingdom ESV. This is the Taiwan and Korean Honor Cup 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sign up for it if you didn't. Next week should be on Friday again, unless Pete changes it. But Friday as of now.
And then you can verse Sandman. How cool would that be?
That's right.
He'll get owned, but he can beat you with Roach Queen when you go Mutalisk and you're supposed to win normally, but you don't because you're Sen.
Hey, you know what? He was actually close to losing that game 1. And you know what? If you don't draw Sen, maybe you'll draw Tails, maybe you'll draw Ragnarok, maybe you'll draw any of the other amazing players that have been in this tournament that we have been casting. So definitely check it out. Definitely try and get in this game right here. Or get in this tournament, I should say. And it's open to everybody, and a nice prize too. $100 for the winner, $25 for second.
Yeah, man.
And it's only going to go up.
You might actually surprise yourself, guys. Like, I mean, like you might actually win. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know?
It could happen. You know what? We saw Sen almost get beaten.
Yeah, by a Mid-Masters player.
Mid-Masters.
But Mid-Masters of Korea is still really good, but yeah, you never know. And wow, look at this. A barracks, a very interesting barracks placement. What do you think this is? Is this trying to like hint him? Yeah, I'm going 11-11. Lol, joke, I'm not. Is that kind of what do you reckon he's going to do when he gets a drone scout in?
It can definitely force the pool a tiny bit earlier. Right there, I've definitely seen that. I've also seen it simply be. I mean, maybe he's going for like a Reaper or something right here. No, he doesn't have any gas, so he wouldn't be doing that. He's simply going to throw it on that command center. On low ground. But yeah, if there was a drone scout and the drone scouted up, immediately what you would do if that drone got right in and you saw just that supply depot and no barracks is you would freak out a little bit and you would probably throw down a pool earlier, or like a couple of drones earlier. So you'd be like, this is probably a 2-rack somewhere, and just to be safe you'd throw down a pool at like your 15 mark instead of your 16 or 17 mark, which makes you cut a few minerals. So I like it. I like the idea right there. Of course, he's not going to have that very early wall. So if for some reason there was some magical 6 pool out, he'd be in trouble. But there's not. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, think about it. If you get $100 on the line, you're not going to 6-4 Terran. I mean, like, I wouldn't. That would just be a bit silly. But
exactly.
Man, again with the barracks and the commander on the low ground, like I'm doing this. Like when I play, everyone, if you're watching Terran, you do this. Just start doing it. Like. It's obviously working in this situation. Like just get Marines out and have good micro, and you're fine.
I would like to see it be pressured though one time. I'm just gonna say that. But if you think about,
I haven't
seen it be pressured yet.
I just think if it does though, their micro will just go, man, it's fine. Start a step, and then everything dies. Like, well, I'm ahead now. Would you rather be making drones and you'll be ahead anyway when you take your third?
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know, it'd be interesting to see. So it looks like we're going to be seeing something similar, possibly another really fast third orbital command right here coming out, as he does have a lot of money saved up. And if you notice, he's only on that one refinery. A lot of times you will see players go for the double refinery right after they do take that expansion. And they can tech up into the fast reactor Hellion.
Oh my god, that is so cool. He actually lifted up the barracks to go kill this overlord. It's at 4 health. Oh my god, it's at 5 and he will get it. But that is so cool. Guys, this is super high level stuff. I'm loving this stream. Loving it.
And there's that third command center right there. And also, look at that. Even faster third being dropped now for Ragnarok. He actually took this at 5:15. So that's like playing against Protoss, basically. This is like a Forge Fast Expand opening pretty much right here. And no gas still for Ragnarok either. So he is simply going heavy minerals, and there we go. Just as I say that, he does throw down 3 geysers. So it's
And
possible he heard me.
interesting, man. Wow, he's actually going mech. He's going another. He's going another factory right here.
Yeah, he is. So I don't see any reactor though, which is a little interesting, or tech lab. So no
Maybe
blue
he's
flame.
just
He's just
maybe
going
tonight.
for a lot of fast Hellions instead. It looks like. And will he
I was
transition
going to
this?
say actually he could be doing that the build where you I think Day9 was saying it the other day. Oh, he actually supply boxed for a little bit. Oh.
And he's going to supply block his opponent though as well. So just for a couple of seconds here until this Overlord pops out.
Actually, I thought he was going to do the blue flame all in. You know how they get like 16 blue flame Hellions, you just rush your opponent's base.
Yep. And
sorry about.
third factory being thrown down, and once again, still just plain old factories producing plain old Hellions.
Yeah, man, love that plain old factory producing plain old Hellions. They're good.
And he's gonna get up here and scout his opponent's third, and wow, is his opponent macroing like a beast. This is straight up ridiculous. I have not
Actually,
seen a Zerg player macro like this in a ZVT in a long time.
I'm really surprised that. I mean, if I was in Stars position, I would actually run up and try to kill some drones. Like, oh wow, this is actually really crazy. I guess like you can kind of see the difference in mentalities. I guess like I'm willing to lose a unit to kill heaps of drones, but he isn't.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's because at this point, these Hellions are here to deny map control. They're not here.
Yeah, they're not to do damage.
And they kind of have their specific set roles. And you know what? I'm going to leave these outside the creep and kill off creep tumors, and that's what these guys are going to do. And in the meantime, he can also get that map control, and now he can establish a third. If he ran those Hellions in, then he couldn't take that third.
Yeah, then he lose map control immediately. Yeah, I understand. That's actually really, really cool, high-level analytical stuff that you just don't really ever think about.
Yeah.
It really just like, oh my god, he actually doesn't lose any there. I like that. He's got pretty good control right here, and he's gonna have. Oh my god, he's actually gonna lose it. Oh, very close right there.
Yeah, no, very close. But now
Actually,
Roaches
surprised
are
he
out.
only lost 2. So
And
he's only lost 1 at the moment, and yeah.
Ragnarok knows what's up. He's like, all right, I'm getting my roaches down now. And what does he have right there? The lair is just about to finish, so we'll see what sort of tech he goes into here. And now tanks being added on, and yeah, we'll have to see what exactly he decides to go with this mech combination. Just because you're going mech doesn't mean mech's always the same. It definitely changes up a lot. I've seen mech where it's Hellion Thor, as we saw previously. I've seen mech where it's Tank Thor, and just a couple Hellions. I've seen Tank Hellion. I've seen a perfect mix of the 3. I mean, it really comes down to how do you want to balance that out? How do you want to mix that? What's your opponent doing?
I've actually really found that it really depends on like if it really depends on what your opponent's doing.
Yeah.
You want more siege tanks if there's more roaches, more let's say if he's going mutalisks, you want more
Thors, yep.
Thors if they're going mutalisks, and maybe sprinkle them in if they're going roaches, because if you can actually bring SCVs too with Thors, just do that mass repairs, just amazing. Right. And also, if they're going more Zerglings, you go more Hellions, obviously, and also just do these counterattacks. But yeah, I love the way Blue Star's playing right now. It seems really solid, but again, he's doing the drop style again.
Yeah.
I'm really wondering if he's going to win. It's really cool. I like it.
And I mean, I was gonna say he took the page right out of Hyun's book right here. He's gonna go for the drops. So maybe he was watching the stream, he saw Hyun do this, and he was like, "Hey, that worked out really well." So we have drop roaches once again. However, you have to note that Blue Star does have tanks in his army, and he is making more tanks right now. So unlike whoever Hyun was playing, Tails, right?
Yeah.
Was it a different game?
No, I think that was a different game.
That was a different game. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who was it? Who was he playing?
I was going to say Tails is Protoss.
Yeah, Tails is Protoss, so that doesn't even make sense. Well, whoever he was playing, he did not have any tanks in that army when he hit, and instead we see right here a lot of tanks. So this is going to be a little bit more efficient in dealing with those roaches. Already 6 tanks on the field, another one in production, and better upgrades, it looks like. So we'll see how this does play out. The Overlord's now moving around, and their drop has finished, so it looks like now he's going to go for an engage. He does have 200 over 200. A fourth base is up. He's getting it saturated.
Right, dude, he's playing like he's playing against
Protoss.
It was like it's 12 minutes and he's like maxed out. I'm like, what? Is this Stefano?
This is a straight up 12-minute roach max with the drop.
Oh my god, with drop and 2-2. What the hell, Ragnarok? What the hell?
I love it. And now, while he's doing this, though, I love that we do see Blue Star right here sneaking some Hellions around. Is he going to try and do anything with that? No, it looks like he's going to try and pull back actually to defend. Does he have enough? He does have a decent amount of tanks, but I don't know if it's going to be enough right here. The Roach is starting to be dropped out. The siege is going off. It's going to be close, and he's dropping all over the army. It looks like the Roaches are cleaning up, though, pretty darn well. They're going to have to try and deal with all of these. Nothing
Ragnarok
left.
is just taking
Blue
Star to
there.
town, man. I just think that's it. But oh my god, he is going to take it. He actually think he will kill him, but he will be denying this fourth expansion. And he's going to be killing so many SCVs right here. 25 killed. So much damage coming in. The third has been denied, and the fourth has been stopped as well. He actually had to cancel that. So, on what cost, man? At what cost? Like, that was probably one of the coolest max outs I've ever seen.
That was
easily that full-on count to that mech build.
ZVP right out of the books. And I mean, that started with the fastest third I've seen in ZVT in a long time.
Yeah.
Followed by no gas until 44 and just droning up. Who doesn't gas in ZVT? Apparently Ragnarok doesn't, and it works because he just did a 12-minute Roach Max with drop and annihilated his opponent. And 2-2.